So Jason Bowler moves to second, and Jake Brado will take third for Brandon Griner.
Jake Brado moves from second to third base. And leading off for the Terriers, designated hitter, Mike Medea.
So Mike Medea opens up the top of the eighth for Hiram. First pitch to ball, 1-0. One zero is a ball, 2-0. Adi through 2 innings played so far, 3 strikeouts and 6 batters faced. The 2-0 lifted high into the air, will stay in the park. DeLuca will make the catch for out number 1.
Third baseman,
Connor Bancek now checks in for this at-bat. Struck out his first time up and then has singled in his last 2 at-bats, 2 for 3 so far. Bancek looks at a ball that's away from him, 1-0. 1-0 to Bancek. Got a piece of it foul. Hit off of Lehman, and the home plate umpire checks on him, make sure he's all good. Lehman looks to be all good. One with 1 out. Called strike 2, 1-2 on Connor Bancek. The 1-2. Bancek pops it up. Shallow right field. Calling for it is Bowler. He'll make the catch. Route number 2. Kobe Hunter. Next up for Hiram. 0 for 3 tonight. Looks at a strike, 0-1. Despite the 0 for 3, does have a run scored. An RBI to his credit now. Looks at a strike, 0-2. Staccotti's still rolling since he's come into this game. Trying to get him fishing to the outside, 1-2. The 1-2 from Adi. The same locale, same result, 2-2. Oh, and outside. Trying to set down Hunter and put the Cougars back at the plate. Tie this one up. And now from 0-2, Hunter works it back to 3-2. Looking to get on base for the first time tonight. The 3-2 swung on and missed by Hunter. He's gone. The side is retired.
Your score after 7.5 innings. Hiram Terriers 7, Chatham Cougars.
Adi through 3 innings pitched once again keeps on rolling. That's his 4th strikeout. And now they're trying to get everything together here. Offensively is the Cougars. As we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Not many chances left for them to tie this one up and take the lead. It's 7-5 Hiram on the Chatham Cougars athletic site and the PAC Digital Network. Peter Tadich steps in for the Cougars. Chatham currently 6th in the conference. Hiram last in the NCAC. They have the lead as Tadich looks at a ball inside 1-0. Hiram 12-24 overall coming into this season, 1-13 in conference play. Next pitch is outside for a ball, so from inside to outside, it's 2-0. Chatham 18-16 overall, 9-9 in conference play. Both teams finish up their seasons as Tadich lifts this one to left field, but it's foul. I hope you heard the sound of that one through the mic. It looked like he got good wood to it, but he just wasn't on time with it. The 2-1. This time he'll put it in play to right center, but it'll stay in the park as Hunter makes the catch all the way out in right field.
Left fielder, Dylan Vogel.
Dylan Vogel now steps to the plate. Vogel 1 for 2. First pitch off the glove of Fairbanks. 1-0 is the count. One 0 is inside. 2-0. From the stretch from Smith, 2-0. Called strike, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Outside as well, 3-1. Hitters counts. That's what head coach Dick Rush has been preaching for the Cougars all season. They have one with Vogel at the plate, 1 out. The 3-1. Called strike 2, 3-2. Three-two is fouled back by Vogel. Counts remains the same with 1 out. As we're now into the nighttime here at Westfield. Floodlights on. All we need to do is just warm up a little bit, and this is a perfect night. The 3-2. Fouled away to the right side. Smith from the stretch, the 3-2. Misses ball 4. So Vogel is aboard on the walk with 1 gone. Back to the top of the order.
Shortstop, Benny Dottle.
Benny Dottle 1 for 3 tonight. Last time reached on 0 for 3 rather. Last time reached on base with a walk. First pitch to the outside, a ball 1-0. Vogel at first, 1 gone for the Cougars. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Called strike on Dottle, 1-1. One pitch. To the right side, fouled by Donald. Now 1-2. From the stretch, it's Smith. The 1-2 is outside, 2-2. Going to be an interesting look for the Cougar base runners. Now dealing with the left-hander, they could look right at the first base, but no trickery needed for the pickoff, just to throw over the 2-2. Otto, a little chase on that one. Fouls it away, still 2-2. Hiram pitching staff has been able to cross him up just a little bit. It's been tough for him. Fly out center was probably his best bat on ball situation all night, and now the 2-2 is well outside, 3-2. Full count, 1 out. Vogel at first. Payoff from Smith. Misses ball 4. Vogel sliding in safely. Not needed, but respected. You're already running. Now Frankie DeLuca has a chance here. He's the go-ahead run. And now another change coming for Hiram, as they'll take out the left-hander, Austin Smith. We'll have that new pitcher for you here shortly. 1 out, 2 on for the Cougars. DeLuca will come to the plate. Fourth pitcher of the night for Hiram, as they'll turn back to the right-hander, Robert James. James, 12.46 ERA, 0-3 on the season, 9 appearances with 2 starts, 17 and a third pitch, 34 hits allowed, 25 runs allowed, 24 of them earned, 9 base on balls, 21 strikeouts. He's allowed 5 doubles this season, including a home run as well. Batters hit .405 against James. James trying to get his warm-up pitches in. DeLuca is 1 for 4 with a stolen base. So now Frankie DeLuca will step in. An opportunity with 2 runners on. He's the go-ahead run. Tying runs at first. First pitch to DeLuca. Squares up for a bunt. Beautifully executed, and no one covering first. So DeLuca gets a bunt single. So now it's a big-time opportunity for Jake Bradle. Third in the conference in RBIs. 2 for 4 tonight. The first pitch, well inside on Bradle. No one will run for Chatham. Delayed reaction. Counts 1-0. Bases are loaded with 1 out. The go-ahead run is at first for Chatham. Tying runs at second. Next pitch is low for Bradle, 2-0. Pitch. Gets away from the catcher. He couldn't find it initially. Now Fairbanks finds it. 3-0's the count with 1 gone for the Cougars. The 3-0 with 1 out. Called strike, 3-1 to Bradle. Big time pitch. The 3-1 from James is fouled away. Now 3-2. Vogel at third. Dottle at second. DeLuca at first. A 3-2 count. From the stretch, it's James. In the air. The shallow right. In foul territory, it's handled. And that's the first baseman, Hal Walker Jr. Two gone. But the pressure is still on for Chatham. Here in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs, the bases loaded. Caleb Lehman's at the plate. First pitch to Lehman is a strike. He struck out his last time up. Here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 base on balls and a strikeout for Lehman. The 0-1 is low for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Lehman hits it off the pitcher's glove. Goes over to the second baseman. Galantani throws it away. 1 run is already scored, and the tying run is aboard. And we are tied at 7. But hang on. What's the ruling here? So it was a single. The throwing error. Lehman advances to second. It's DeLuca to third. And Jason Bowler coming in for Brandon Griner. First pitch to Bowler is a called strike, 0-1. 7-7 is our score. The 1 is outside, 1-1. Runners on second and third with 2 gone. The 1-1. It's high on Bowler. 2-1. Lehman at second, DeLuca at third. 2-1 count with 2 outs. James couldn't paint the corner, 3-1. Base is still open. 3-1. Bowler fouls it back. Now 3-2 is the count. Robert James trying to get out of this jam here. Trying to strand 2. Score now tied at 7 on senior day for the Cougars. The 3-2 swung on and missed by Bowler. And that'll be all for this inning. But the Cougars managed to get the job done. They've tied it up at 7 apiece. Let's go to the 9th inning. Scores tied at 7 between the Cougars and the Hiram Terriers on the Chatham Cougars athletic site and the PAC Digital Network. Pinch hitter coming in for Hiram. It's number 4, Matthew Trimble. First pitch on Trimble is a called strike, 0-1. Trimble batting 174 on the season. 4 hits and 2 runs for him. Looks at a ball, 1-1. 2 doubles. But one thing to look out for him, he does have a home run and 6 RBIs on the season. 1-1 is a strike. 1-2. The 1-2 couldn't be framed up by Lehman. Now 2-2. All's well outside on Trimble. The 2-2 is high, 3-2. Full count for the pinch hitter, Matthew Trimble, in for Logan Galentine. And the 3-2 misses low for ball 4, so Trimble is aboard with no one out. And now we have another new batter here. Marco Bates from San Bernardino, California, steps in, the freshman. Bates 091, 11 at bats, 4 runs, 1 hit for him. First pitch is low to Marco Bates, 1-0. Hiram looking to get their second pinch hitter aboard as Trimble, he cues it up for a bunt to the right side, just popped foul. Counts now 1-1 to Marco Bates. Trimble's at first, no one out. There's the 1-1. Now this time he gets a bunt in fair territory. It'll be flipped over by Adi. He couldn't make it over. Bates is in at second. Not a time to have that error as Trimble makes it all the way over to third. And he was only running past second because Bates wanted to advance forward. So they're trying to say, was there a potential base runner's interference on that play? That's what Nick Rush is contesting. Kind of a tough play for Adi, but still looked like it was pretty much routine in that situation. Trying to miss the base runner. A long discussion with the umpires about that play. And they'll rule it safe. So Bates does his job. Not only does he move the runner over to second, advances another 90 feet, and Bates himself moves up. So no one's gone. Error on the pitcher, Adi. Now runners are on second and third with no one gone. And now it's back up to the top of the order as Jason Mars comes in. Mars is 1 for 4 today. There's an opportunity to put some numbers on the board for Hiram, the first since the top of the 5th for it. Looks at a strike, 0-1. First jam for Adi tonight. As Lehman just left it there, but the umpire doesn't budge. 1-1. Pitch was to the outside. One from Adi. Lifted in the air to right field. Tadic underneath it. He'll make the catch, tagging up. And scoring from third base is Matthew Trimble. Hiram back in front, 8-7. Bates also tagged up in the interim and makes it to third. So Michael Corsillo still has an opportunity to bring in a runner. First pitch is a ball from Zach Adi. 1-0 is the count. Run will be counted as an unearned run for Adi. The 1-0 lifted in the air to right field. Tadic ranges over. Now they'll try again. A long throw. This won't be on time, however. As Bates scores. It's now 9-7, Hiram. Their bench is fired up. Two straight sacrifice flies for the Terriers. It's now 9-7. As everybody wants to have a chat with Zach Oddie, who beginning his stint out here, you really couldn't ask for much better play out of him. First 3 innings of play, it was perfect. Absolutely perfect. No runs, no hits. The treble in paradise. No one's on now for Hiram. First pitch on Hal Walker Jr. is a strike 0-1, but they managed to get 2 across to make it 9-7. To the right side, handled by the first baseman Burke. He'll step on first, and that will retire the side. So now, the Cougars must answer once again from 2 runs down. Managed to tie it up in the bottom of the 8th. They'll need to do it again here. Burke will come up first for the Cougars as it's the 6, 7, 8 side, and that's really been the best side of the lineup for the Cougars tonight. So new pitcher coming in for Hiram as Jacob Kachuba comes in. The right-hander, a junior. First pitch to Quinn Burke hits off the glove of Evan Fairbanks away. It's a ball, 1-0. Burke fouls one back. 1-1's the count. Kachuba owns the 1 save for Hiram this season, and he's looking for that 2nd save. Pitch is low in the feet of Burke, 2-1. 2-1 count. Burke, the first base runner, opportunity for Chatham. Fouls this one away to the right side. 2-2, and a big-time bottom of the 9th for the Cougars. 2-2 to Burke. To the left side. It's handled by Trimble to throw on to first, and Walker gets it for the out. One away here in the bottom of the ninth.
Designated hitter, Tyler Cody.
So Tyler Cody steps in for 1 for 3. Flied out his last 2 times at the plate. First pitch to Cody is inside for a ball, 1-0. One-0 pitch. Cody swings and misses, 1-1. One gone, the 1-1 count for Tyler Cody. The pitch from Kachuba is fouled back by Cody, 1-2. One, two. Inside, but a called strike 3 on Cody. My, oh my. Two away for the Cougars. Peter Tadich, who's been tattooing the ball all night, is down to the last out for the Cougars, and he's the guy you want. A 3-run home run kicked off the festivities for the Cougars. Looks at a strike, 0-1. Center fielder for Hiram is playing a little bit back. Mars. Called strike 2. And now to the final strike for the Cougars tonight. Kachuba looking for the save, and the spoil of senior day, fouled back by Tadich. Still 0-2 count. We'll start again. Kachuba, the 0-2. Popped up high in the middle infield. It'll be handled by Corsillo, and the game is over.
That's the final out, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score from Westfield this evening is
The Hiram Terriers spoil senior day for the Cougars. The final score, Hiram 9, Chatham 7.